Hey, good morning, everybody. As you can see, I'm home again this weekend. No place to go because of rain. Couldn't plan anything, but I thought I'd chit chat with you and let you know what's going on. We had an awful lot of rain in the last week. Uh, our pond back here filled up to the top rim, just about over the road, and our back ditch back here is right up to the tree line again. And when the pond overflows, it's got to have a discharge that lets the water out, so it's got room to go, so that we don't end up with a flood out there. So right in our backyard, we got about, I don't know, a couple thousand feet of ditch area that's deep enough to hold a lot of water. So it's like another detention pond, you might say. So it works out pretty good, but we have to suffer with a lot of the trees sitting in the water. Not too many on my land, but down up the road there on the neighbor's land, she's got a lot of trees in the water. They've been sitting there most of the summer. Every time you turn around and the water goes down, you get another rainstorm. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you what's going on. I'll take you around and show you what's got to be done for the mobile home maintenance a little bit, what I got to do. So you folks that have mobile homes or thinking about buying a mobile home can know what you're up against for the fall time, what you got to do. I'll just explain some of it. We got a ways to go yet before I start doing anything, because it's still pretty warm. And I'm going to walk around with the camera and show you some of the stuff the way the colors are and the way the leaves are. It's a strange year for weather, very strange. Leaves should be changing pretty good by now, but everything's still green. And the leaves that are falling are basically dried up from the heat. We had way too much heat. We had a lot of mid 80s, close to 90-degree weather. So, and when you get rain and then all of a sudden you get these heat spells like that, it's hard on the trees. So dries up the leaves and they fall down. So they're not really fall time leaves, they're just basically dried up, the way I put it anyway. I mean, some of the leaves are changed a little bit, but they should be going pretty big time by now. So anyways, let's get on with it. I'll take you around and show you what's going on. Let's grab the camera here. As you can see, this is our drainage ditch, and it goes way down the other end down there, and then back around on this side here, way up there. So all these trees are getting close to the edge of the water. There's one of them in there, down there now. It's in the water. Been in there for quite some time. And these are cottonwood trees. Cottonwood trees usually don't get hurt by water. So anyways, just kind of take you around and show you what's going on around here. This is what I got to do. This year I got this dogwood tree here, and this dogwood tree, really I don't have to do anything with it. I'm going to leave it alone this winter. I'm not even going to trim it. I usually trim it up pretty good. They don't like anything touching the mobile homes. That's one of the rules they got here. They don't like that. So, and the first thing I do is, of course, get my garden hose put away, get that all drained out, blow it out with air compressor so all the water's out of it, and put it in the garage so it don't freeze up. I mean, it'll freeze up, but it ain't gonna have any water in it. And then sorry about the zoom there. And these bushes here, I don't know, I tried one year trimming them right down to the ground, and they're not supposed to be trimmed. They're just supposed to be, what you do is you thin them out on the sides, you pull up on the excess that's spreading out around the rocks there, you pull up on them and you just cut them off on the roots. Otherwise, they just keep spreading out all over the place. So I didn't have a lot of time to spend this year on maintenance on flower control and shrub control. So a little bit ashamed of it. And this is something new that I tried this year. I put a basket around this guy here. Yeah, my brother built that. A big ring. Otherwise they just fall over. They're so tall. And they're little daisies like, and it takes forever before they start making these nice looking daisies. I call them daisies. I don't know what you'd call them. And then we got to chop our hostas down this fall. I usually just take the lawnmower and go over top of them. And I'll do the same with this. I'll cut it down the best I can, take the ring off, store the ring, then I'll cut that off the lawnmower. So those are two things I got to do there. And then another hostas on this side. And I'll have to probably trim this guy down to nothing. But I've been just putting Preem on all these rocks. And Preem has been doing pretty good. I do have some weeds coming up, they need attention. I hit it with Roundup, I spot it with some Roundup. It seems to work pretty good. I haven't had any trouble with killing anything else. And then here's the bigger project. It's not really that big, but it's something that I gotta do. Rose bushes are not anywhere near ready to cut down to the ground, but I will be doing that. And then bagging them up and taking care of those. So, okay, that's that part. And then I gotta go underneath the house, or all these doors again. I think I got a video on that. That show how I do that. Gotta prepare that, put the inserts in. I got a door there and a door down at the other end here. Yeah, there's one here. And they just pop off, and then I got to put a plywood insert in there. There's I think 5 of those I got to do. So what I do is I put plywood insert in there, and then put the cap back on. Before I do that, I put some decon inside and throw it around for the mice. So we have Orkin come out and treat our outside anyway, but we still put some decon in there. And decon is really hard to get, so they got a replacement. I forget what the name of it is. We use that, but I do have that on one of my other videos showing how to do the winter preparation. Yeah, so I just thought I'd chat with you a little bit, tell you what's going on. I don't want you to feel like I left you guys this week. Didn't have anything to really show you much to go on trips or anything. I was pretty busy with my brother, helping him out again as he's doing all these fall craft shows. And so I've been helping him out every day of the week to get him prepared for that. And he ended up, the first show he did, he ended up selling out of a lot of stuff, so he's going to have maybe some issues when he, right now he's up in Eagle River doing a show up there, and he didn't say anything on the phone. I talked to him last, but I'm sure he's running short of some of the stuff we built for the wrought iron. So yeah, I was busy doing that, and then taking care of some of the other things. Like I cut his yard, for lawn. So I volunteered to do that because it's good exercise for me. Keeps my back going, because I do have a back problem, and it seems to help when I'm bouncing around on the mower. It loosens everything up. If I sit around too much, I get stiff, so that helps a lot. So it's good management for my back. So I enjoy doing that. So guys, I don't want to bore you to death with my problems, but anyways, what's coming up? I got some things coming up. Hopefully you can get them done. Hopefully things will keep rolling as winter comes, or not winter, fall. Let's get fall over with first. When fall comes and gets in full bloom, I've got some trips planned out to get to the Mississippi River area, and there's some beautiful, gorgeous places out there I want to visit, and we're going to do that. It's just a matter of waiting for the trees to turn, and then we'll get out there and film some stuff out there. So, and then we have a place up in Marshfield that we're going to do up there, and that's a surprise. I'll let you guys know when that comes out. It's another show. Not a show. It's a place that I'm going to visit up there that I thought was really cool, something different that nobody knows about. And I don't ever announce where I'm going because I like it to be a surprise for you guys. And a lot of times, it seems like a lot of you guys enjoy it, that way. So this is it on what's going on. Again, the story that I didn't have much for you, just a lot of work coming up. I just got done cutting my grass. It was soaking wet. It was long. It rained all week, every day, to where it was wet enough that I couldn't cut it. So it got way out of hand. I think it went 2 weeks without cutting it. So it got pretty tall. So, but it's thin enough that I don't have to rake it. So, and my lawn got sprayed by the neighbors by accident. The chem lawn came in and sprayed, and they sprayed the wrong lawn, so I got lucky. Blessing from the Lord, right? I got blessed on that one. And no, it's already taking effect, and the weeds are actually going down, in my lawn. I can see an improvement. Dandelion roots are gone. I can see a big improvement already. So I'm very thankful for that by accident. That doesn't happen too often in life where you get something done for free. So I'm very thankful for that. So guys, I hope you bear with me, and I hope you keep me in mind. Don't forget about me. I'm going to have some stuff coming up. It's just a matter of time. I got to get out there, and planning is going to be okay now because the rush is off on the wrought iron with my brother. He's got about as much as he can possibly do to get the last show done. He's got one more show after Eagle River, and then he's done for the year. So everything is all prepared for him. I did all the work yesterday for him, and he had to have, I think, 25 Christmas trees made, for decorations. All the metal cut for that, and all bent, ready to go. So when he gets back, he can weld them up, and then he can send them over to the powder coater and get them all painted, and then they're ready for the show he's got planned. So if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about for wrought iron, go back in my videos. There's a video on there about how wrought iron is made, and for lawn ornaments. I forget what the label is, but it's about 6 or 7 videos back. Check it out. You might like it. It shows how we weld them up and how we cut the steel and how we bend the steel. My son's in there. I'm in there. My brother's in there welding. All that stuff. I noticed that there's not hardly anybody hit that. I think it got 50 views. So check it out. It'll tell you all about how wrought iron plant holders are made. He does a lot of plant holders, a lot of different styles and configurations, and he does a lot of holiday ornaments, for Halloween. He's got like scarecrows he makes to put in your lawn, and all kinds of decorations and stuff. So you may want to check it out, and feel free to browse through my collection, and Don't go too far back though, because I'm not very good at when I first started. You know, it takes a long time to be a video creator for YouTube, and I'm not by all means anywhere near good yet, and I probably will never get good. I just got word this morning. I was listening to the, I have to say this guy's name, okay? One Lonely Farmer. That's the name of the channel. Check out his video. And it's, I gotta correct that. It's not One Lonely Farmer. I mean, he's got two channels. One Lonely Farmer is his main channel, and then there's another one called, that he has, is called Ag Talk in the Raw, okay? Ag Talk in the Raw is where he talks about agricultural things and other things that's on his mind, okay? And a lot of times the stuff that he talks about on his mind is about politics. So, but anyways, this particular video I'd like to have you guys watch as creators, because he talks about YouTube and Google and what the new rules are. And they're not very good. You guys are not going to like them. Now, if you want to believe him, that's one thing. If you don't want to believe him, that's another thing. The point is that he says that everybody got an email from YouTube or Google explaining the brand new rules. And when I listened to what he had to say, I'm about ready to hang this whole thing up, because it's getting to be ridiculous. They want YouTube to be PG all the way, even more so than regular TV, okay? And that's pushing the limits and the boundaries too far. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to say the exact words he said, and you guys need to check him out, Ag Talk in the Raw, and check out his last video and listen to that, what he's got to say. And he's driving his stack wagon, stacking corn bales, and he's constantly looking behind him, and he's talking, and he's doing a live stream. He's kind of a cool guy, wears a cowboy hat, in the tractor. And just got to warn you, he does have a foul mouth, and that's probably why they picked on him the most, because he doesn't know how to keep the filth from coming out of his mouth. Now, I'm not saying he's, that bad, but, farmers, they have a tendency to use foul language, and he just can't seem to stop. He even slipped on the one he just made. And he says, see, there you go. He says, I can't even help it. He says, so I'll probably get demonetized on that one. So anyways, I just thought I'd bring that up to you guys. Check that out as you creators, all right? I thought I'd bring that to your attention. So that's sorry, I got a little long-winded on this one again. I always get long-winded, so I just thought I'd bring you up to date on what's going on and give you a couple stories. We do have a flooded backyard. I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm going to show you the pond. All right, let's go over there. Just can't leave without showing my beautiful car. Yeah, I sure love it. Ride's nice. Okay, coming up to the pond now. This pond is just ridiculously high. See those weeds out there? That's basically the edge of the bank where normally the water is down past that. You can see where the water's way up to the grass. So when this pond gets to be over the road, we're hurting, because what happens is it's right there by the hydrant is where it starts. And there's a drainage ditch that goes right down where this catch basin is, See, and then that goes right through to this side over here to this catch basin, and then from this catch basin it goes all the way underground to the backyard and in that ditch, and then that's the overflow, and that's where we're sitting right now. We got way too much water in the pond. We're not to extreme danger level yet, but when this water goes over this road right here, what happens is that it goes into these yards, and then underneath all these mobile homes, they get water. And I've seen it that way, about maybe 12 years ago, something like that. Yeah, so I've seen this one here got hit pretty bad that one year. And then over there, that was just completely underwater where those pines are. It was right over the road. And they had to bring pumps in and pump this pond out. And the problem is that we live in an area here where this detention pond is. And there's basically 3 detention ponds on this mobile home park, and there is a culvert over on this side now. I see that they got that went across the road, and that's it may help. I don't know if the water ever gets really super high, but it almost seems like that's almost too high. Well, I know what that is. I got that all backwards. What that culvert is there is designed to let water into the pond. It's not to let water out of the pond, it's to let water into the pond. So when the other side of the road has a problem with water, as it comes down, it's got a place to discharge from that guy's driveway, and then it comes into this catch bait or this culvert, and then come into the pond. So we're actually collecting more water than we need to on this pond, just from the road alone. So that's a lot of problem right there alone. Okay. So here it is, October 4th, and look at the colors on that tree. It's pretty green. I mean, they're turning. It's hard to see. Got a silhouette here. Yeah, it's all, most of the trees are about like that, green. And then you go back by the cottonwoods back here, and half the leaves are blowing off. Either cottonwoods or poplar, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, they're both similar to me. So, okay. Hope I didn't sound too discouraging on some of this stuff, but when it rains every day, how else can you feel? You know, you like to see sunshine as much as you can, but you can't always get it, I guess. But anyways, guys, hope you have a great day. And, you know, please subscribe to me if you're brand new to the channel. I know this is not a real good video for subscribing to, but if you look at some of my past videos, I'm sure you're going to like some of them. You know, so take a peek at some of my other videos. And just thought this video here would be a good video to throw up for this week, because I don't see anything coming until, well, today is Friday, so you got this weekend. I'm going to be tied up until next week, so I'm planning on doing something starting Monday on through the week and watching the weather, so we'll have something going. I might have to head up to Marshfield. I might just do that one. That sounds good, because you don't need any fall colors for that one. You guys are going to really like that video. So I think that's where I'm going to head up to Marshfield. So hey guys, you guys have a great day and a blessed day. And think positive, keep your head high, take one day at a time, and enjoy each day one at a time. Alright? Alright, we'll see you in the next video. Alright? Bye-bye.